football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And right away, he lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Offense tried to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it's good coverage defensively. They were able to break it up.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game, and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Jones. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Succop will put this one right through. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players. And when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. A give to Jones. And some room to work. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's a give to Jones running left. Runs through the contact. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a 1st down. The give is to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And a short gain here, down to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now he'll throw with Brady. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Grant sets to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Fields now to throw. Touchdown Bears! Cole Kmet as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession
as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
A check down here to Jones.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Shut him down! Shut him down! Let's do this!
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our 2 squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Takes it at the 7. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
That's caught out left by Perriman. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
We got 3, we got 3, Bucs, we got 3. It's a grip. Hey, Alabama, Alabama. Kill. Check 9. SOS. Check.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady rolling to his right. They've got his man complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
Watch the safety crease.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's put that team on the Bucs.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
So they decide not to back him up. They want the down. An interesting call there, as it'll lead to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 22
Succop's kick is good. And you can bump the lead up to 9. It's 15-6.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a throw here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
This is Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Brady now to throw. They'll drop this off for Bernard. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick. Six for a Bears touchdown. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for two? They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. The return man is Grant.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the fourth with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On play action, Fields.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Back to throw, Fields.
Throw left side, complete to Bird. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They try again with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen there to make the grab.
And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game.
Flushed out right. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
1st down, a run with Cohen.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Cohen. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Brady to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Now Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Brady. Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And that will write a finish to this ball game. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl.